Let me start by asking you something that might catch you off guard. What if the number of years you have left isn't written in your genes, but in your daily choices? And I'm not talking about big dramatic changes. Not surgeries. Not expensive supplements. Not some breakthrough that only works in a lab. I'm talking about simple, grounded, daily habits. Things you can do starting this week, maybe even today, that can stretch your life by a decade or more. Not just 10 more years of surviving. I mean 10 real years. Years where your mind is sharp, your body moves with ease, your heart is steady, and your mornings feel full of possibility. 10 years where you're not dependent on someone else to dress you or remind you who you are. 10 years of watching your grandkids grow. Of walking without fear. Of sitting by the window in the morning light, feeling grateful, not stuck. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it's not. Welcome to Elderly Reflections, my friend. This is where we take real science, real stories, and real-life experience to help people over 60 live better, not just longer. If you believe that aging can still be a time of growth, purpose, and health, you're in the right place. So before we begin, I want you to do something with me. Tap that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below with your location. Where are you watching from today? I love seeing this community grow, from quiet towns to bustling cities, from sunny islands to snowy mountain villages. Every corner of the world holds someone just like you, someone ready to take their life back, one choice at a time. Now, back to those habits. This isn't guesswork. This is Harvard-backed science. Over a period of more than 30 years, Harvard researchers studied over 120,000 people, tracking how their daily behaviors impacted not only their health, but how long they lived. And what they discovered was both surprising and empowering. There wasn't a single superfood. There wasn't one magic exercise. There wasn't some new pill. Instead, they found 5 daily habits that gave people up to 14 extra years of healthy life. And here's what's even more powerful. These habits were even more effective for seniors. That's right, adopting these behaviors later in life still made a profound difference. Because the body and the brain, no matter your age, are always looking for a chance to heal, to strengthen, to restore. So let's dive into the first of these 5 habits. First, move your body every single day. You've heard this 1,000 times. But let me say it differently. Your body doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for movement. It doesn't need you to run marathons. It doesn't care how many calories you burn. It just wants to know, are we still in this together? Because when you stop moving, your body starts thinking it's no longer needed. Your muscles weaken. Your joints stiffen. Your circulation slows. And suddenly, a short walk feels like a mountain climb. But when you move, even gently, you tell your body, hey, I still need you. Harvard found that just 30 minutes of moderate movement a day can cut your risk of early death, heart disease, stroke, and diabetes by nearly 50%. And moderate means this: walking around the block, gardening, sweeping your porch, dancing in the living room while the kettle boils. You don't need a gym. You just need to move, on purpose. Take Mr. Ellison, 83, from Arizona. He wasn't athletic. Never joined a gym. But after his doctor warned him about his rising blood pressure and fading memory, he made a promise. Walk every day. At first, he just walked to the end of his driveway. Then to the neighbor's mailbox. Then around the block. Now, he walks 30 minutes a day, every day, rain or shine. And guess what? He's off 2 of his medications. His blood pressure dropped. His energy returned. And he told me, with a smile, I don't feel 83. I feel alive. That's what movement does. It keeps you present in your own life. Now let's talk about habit number 2. Second, eat mostly plants. This doesn't mean you need to go vegan or swear off steak. It means making plants the foundation of your meals. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. You can still enjoy lean meats, fish, eggs, or dairy. But the bulk of your plate? Let it come from the earth. Why? Because food is information. And plant-based foods tell your body. Heal inflammation. Protect the heart. Feed the brain. Stay young. Harvard found that people who eat mostly plants live longer, with lower risk of heart disease, cancer, and cognitive decline. And the more colorful your plate, the better. Let me introduce you to Helen, 77, from Vermont. She grew up on meat and potatoes. Didn't think much about nutrition. But after watching her sister decline from Alzheimer's, she made a change. Now she eats fresh greens with every meal, lentil soup twice a week, salmon once or twice, and berries every morning. 6 months in, she told me, "I'm sleeping better, thinking clearer, and I even get up from the couch without groaning." That's not a fad diet. That's just food doing what food is meant to do. And remember, you don't have to cook fancy. You just have to cook real. Start small. Add spinach to your eggs. Swap white rice for quinoa or brown rice. Try roasted sweet potatoes instead of fries. Every bite is a building block. Every meal is a message to your body. You matter. Let's move to the third daily habit. Third, sleep like it's your job. Sleep isn't optional. It's medicine. And yet, most seniors treat sleep like a luxury, or worse, a lost cause. Here's the truth. Harvard found that 7-8 hours of quality sleep per night dramatically improves immunity, heart health, brain function, and even weight management. But it's not just about how long you sleep, it's how well. If you're tossing and turning, waking up tired, or struggling to fall asleep, don't ignore it. Your brain uses sleep to clear out toxins, strengthen memories, balance hormones, reduce anxiety. It's not just rest. It's your body's nightly repair session. So how do you fix your sleep? Keep a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Dim the lights after dinner. Avoid heavy meals and caffeine after 2 p.m. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Dorothy, 74, from Chicago, told us last month. Once I started getting 7 hours of sleep, my sugar levels improved, my joints stopped aching, and I actually wanted to get up and move again. That's how powerful sleep is. It changes everything. And now, the fourth habit. Let's keep going, because now that we've uncovered the 5 daily habits Harvard says can add more than 10 years to your life, it's time to dive deeper. Because these habits? They're not just theories. They're not just nice ideas. They work, and the proof isn't only in research papers, it's in real people, real seniors, who have changed their lives with small daily shifts. So let's break it down, one habit at a time, showing you exactly how these choices look in day-to-day life, especially for those of us over 65 who want not just more years, but more quality years. Let's go back to habit 1. Move every day. Here's the thing most people miss. This doesn't mean exercise has to be painful or formal. You don't need to wear a fitness tracker or join a gym unless you want to. What matters is intention and consistency. Take Judith from Minnesota, 71 years old, widowed, lives alone. For years she believed her walking days were behind her. Stiff knees, sore feet, and zero motivation. Then her granddaughter got her a dog. A tiny, fluffy rescue named Max. Judith started taking Max outside twice a day, just around the block. At first it was hard. But by week 3, her knee pain started to ease. By week 6, she noticed she was sleeping better. By week 8, her doctor reduced her blood pressure medication. She told me, "That little dog gave me a reason to move, and moving gave me back my life." Now, maybe you don't have a dog. That's fine. You can set a timer and walk your hallway, or march in place during commercial breaks, or stand and stretch every 30 minutes. Just tell your body every day. We're not done yet. You want to live 10 more strong years? Start with 10 minutes today. Now habit 2. Eat mostly plants. This isn't about cutting out all the foods you love. It's about adding in the ones your body loves. If your plate has more color on it, greens, oranges, reds, purples, you're giving your brain and body the nutrients they need to repair, to grow, to defend. And listen, I get it. Changing eating habits at 70 or 80 isn't always easy. We're used to what we grew up with. But take William, 84, from North Carolina. He was raised on fried everything. He said vegetables were garnish in his house. But when his doctor warned him about early signs of dementia, he took it seriously. His daughter helped him create a simple system. 2 meals a day with vegetables. Didn't matter what they were, as long as they were there. Sometimes it was frozen peas and carrots. Other times it was canned beans tossed into soup. Within 6 months, William said he felt more awake. He wasn't forgetting names as often. And he started enjoying the food, especially once he added herbs and spices. This isn't about perfection. It's about small wins. Ask yourself, can I add spinach to my eggs? Can I have fruit instead of cake one night? Can I try lentil soup instead of canned chili? If you can answer yes to even one of those, you're on the path to a longer life. Habit 3. Sleep well. Sleep is the habit most people sacrifice first, but it's the one the body values most. After 60, your sleep cycle changes. You may wake more at night, fall asleep earlier, or feel tired during the day. That's natural. But it doesn't mean your sleep should be broken, shallow, or miserable. The best way to improve sleep? Start a wind-down routine. Just like you prepare your body to eat or move, you need to prepare it to rest. That's what helped Diane, age 78, from Toronto. She used to watch TV until midnight and fall asleep in her recliner. But she always woke up groggy, achy, and anxious. Her doctor suggested a 30-minute bedtime ritual. Diane turned off the TV at 9 p.m., made chamomile tea, stretched lightly, and listened to calming music. Within a month, she was sleeping 7 hours straight and waking up without headaches. You don't need sleeping pills to sleep well. You need a message to your body that it's time to rest. Try this tonight. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Dim the lights. Take deep breaths. Write down your worries so they stay on paper, not in your mind. Your brain can't repair itself while you're tossing and turning. Give it peace, and it will give you energy. Now let's revisit habit 4. Stay at a healthy weight. And I want to say this again clearly, this is not about being thin. It's about being balanced. A healthy weight is the one that lets you move freely, sleep well, and avoid unnecessary strain on your heart, joints, and organs. Let me share the story of James, 69, from Georgia. He retired early, stopped moving, and the pounds slowly crept on. He wasn't worried until he couldn't climb the stairs without holding the rail. That scared him. So he made 3 changes. He cut sugary drinks. He ate dinner earlier. And he walked while talking on the phone with his daughter. He didn't count calories or weigh his food. He just made better choices and stuck to them. Over a year, he lost 18 pounds. More importantly, he gained back the ability to move confidently, sleep through the night, and walk into a room without feeling winded. Your weight is not your identity. But it is a clue about how your body is coping. Be gentle with it, but be honest. Your body is not the enemy. It's your greatest ally when you treat it with respect. And finally, habit 5, build real relationships. This is the soul of long life. You could move daily, eat well, sleep deeply, and weigh what your doctor wants, but if you're lonely, that isolation shortens your life faster than any bad diet ever could. Let's talk about Mr. Lee, 85, from California. After his wife passed, he isolated. Said he didn't want to bother anyone. But loneliness crept in, disguised as fatigue. He watched more TV, ate less, slept poorly. He said, I felt invisible. Then his neighbor, a woman in her 40s, invited him to help water her garden once a week. Nothing fancy. Just watering plants. But that act led to conversations. Conversations led to coffee. Coffee led to community. Now Mr. Lee helps tutor kids at the library once a week. He says, "I didn't realize how much I missed hearing someone laugh next to me." You don't need dozens of friends. You need a few meaningful connections. So ask yourself, who can I call this week? Who can I check on? Where can I show up? If no one's calling you, be the one who calls. Be the one who says hello first. That hello could add years to your life, and maybe to someone else's, too. These 5 habits aren't flashy. But they are the difference between aging with fear and aging with freedom. And don't forget, it's not about doing all 5 perfectly, every single day. It's about stacking one small action on top of the next. Like building a wall, not with bricks, but with choices. Today, maybe you stretch for 10 minutes. Tomorrow, you add spinach to lunch. This weekend, you call an old friend. Next week, you start going to bed at the same time. That's how people live longer. That's how you will live stronger. So, tell me in the comments, which habit are you focusing on this week? Are you walking more? Sleeping better? Cutting sugar? Eating greens? Talking to someone new? Let's encourage each other. Let's learn from each other. This community, Elderly Reflections, isn't just about watching videos. It's about building a life you're proud of. Tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep coming back for more practical, uplifting, science-backed ways to make these years the best ones yet. You don't need a time machine to add 10 years to your life. You just need today. And you've got it. We've talked about the 5 daily habits that can add more than 10 years to your life, according to Harvard, and according to countless real people who've lived it. But before we close this chapter, I want to bring it down to earth. Make it real. Practical. Something you can wake up tomorrow and start doing, not next year, not after a checkup, tomorrow. Because here's the truth. If you're over 60, you've already done hard things. You've raised families, worked jobs, made sacrifices, pushed through loss, sickness, grief. You've carried the weight of life and kept going. So when I say you can build 5 new habits, I'm not asking you to be someone you're not. I'm asking you to remember who you already are. Strong. Capable. Determined. So let's put it all together and show what a day might actually look like when you live these habits out, not perfectly, just purposefully. Let's say you're up at 7 a.m. You start your day by stretching. Nothing complicated, just a shoulder roll, a neck tilt, a long breath while you reach for the sky. You walk to the kitchen. Not fast, not slow. Just moving with intention. Habit number 1 already started. You make a simple breakfast. Oatmeal with blueberries and walnuts. Or scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes, cooked in a little olive oil. Maybe a slice of whole grain toast. That's habit number 2, plant-powered eating, with brain-boosting nutrients and healthy fats. You're feeding your body with the good stuff, without skipping flavor or comfort. Later, after a little reading or tending to your garden, you lace up your walking shoes. Just 20 minutes. You take the path around your block. You say hi to the neighbor with the little dog. You feel the air on your skin, the blood moving in your legs, your heart quietly thanking you. That's habit number 1 again, moving every day, keeping joints loose, lungs open, and spirits up. For lunch, maybe a bowl of lentil soup, a leafy green salad, a handful of almonds. You're not dieting. You're choosing life-giving food. You're stacking your plate with colors that speak to your cells. In the afternoon, you make a phone call to your cousin, your friend, your old neighbor. Or maybe you walk to the senior center and play a round of cards. You don't think of it as therapy. But that laughter, that feeling of being seen, heard, known, that's habit number 5. Building real connection. And it might just be the most powerful medicine you take all day. As evening comes, you turn off the news a little early. You make some tea, stretch again, maybe read a chapter of a good book. You slip into bed around the same time as last night. Your body is ready. Your breath slows. Your brain begins to clear out the waste and toxins it collected while you were awake. You're not tossing and turning. You're resting. That's habit number 3, quality sleep. Not just hours, but healing. And quietly, in the background of it all, your weight is adjusting. Your blood pressure is balancing. Your mood is lifting. Your memory is getting sharper. That's habit number 4, your body moving toward its natural rhythm again. It's not about chasing youth. It's about building resilience. This is how longevity works, not in leaps, but in layers. You don't have to turn your life upside down. You just have to turn it toward life. Let me share one final story. There's a man named Arthur. He's 86 years old. Lives in a small coastal town in Ireland. Still mows his own lawn. Still cooks his own meals. Still writes letters, handwritten, to his grandchildren every Sunday. He was asked once, "What's your secret?" He didn't say green juice or protein shakes. He didn't talk about biohacking or meditation retreats. He said, "I wake up and give my body a reason to move, my mind a reason to think, and someone else a reason to smile. I guess that keeps me going." That's it. That's the real secret. That's what Harvard found in research papers, and what people like Arthur have known in their bones for decades. So here's my challenge to you, pick one. Just one of the 5 habits. Start it tomorrow. And stick with it, even when it feels small. Especially when it feels small. Because the smallest acts, repeated daily, create the strongest lives. Maybe tomorrow you walk for 10 minutes. Maybe tomorrow you swap sugar cereal for fruit and yogurt. Maybe tomorrow you call your cousin you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe tomorrow you go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Maybe tomorrow you drink more water and less soda. Whatever it is, do it not because you're afraid of aging. Do it because you deserve to age with power. With dignity. With joy. And if no one else has told you this lately, let me say it now. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're not alone. Your next 10 years can be full of strength, clarity, and love. The choice starts today. Now I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, tell me. Which of these 5 habits are you ready to commit to? Have you already started one of them? What difference has it made? Let's keep this conversation going. This is your space. And don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe to Elderly Reflections for more powerful, science-backed insights, inspiring stories, and real talk about what it means to live well after 60. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of the strongest chapter yet. So here's to moving, to eating well, to resting deeply, to living lightly, and to loving fully. Let's live these next 10 years like they matter. Because they do. And so do you.